Something big is brewing behind the scenes at Newcastle United, and what we've just uncovered could completely change how fans see the club's future. What seemed impossible just a few months ago is now making headlines across major sports outlets. And the name at the center of all this buzz is one every Magpies fan knows very well. There are eyes watching, and a giant club trying to interfere, but Newcastle's board seems to have already drawn up a plan. And changing their course won't be easy. But before we dive into everything that's been revealed by close club sources and top journalists, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way, you won't miss a single update about Newcastle, and you'll be helping this channel reach even more fans like you. It's quick, free, and it makes a massive difference in keeping this kind of exclusive content coming your way. Now buckle up, because what's coming next is the kind of behind-the-scenes info no one expected to leak this early. In recent days, a wave of rumors has taken over England's sports headlines, especially around some explosive summer transfer speculation, and the one name journalists can't seem to stop mentioning: Swedish striker Alexander Isak. Since joining Newcastle, Isak has become a key player in Eddie Howe's system, and it didn't take long before top clubs across Europe began circling the most persistent suitor, Liverpool. Every week new reports pop up linking the forward to a move to Anfield, but is that really on the cards? Well, according to sources like journalist Steve Kay from Anfield Watch, who also discussed the matter on the K's One TV podcast, the reality is very different from what some of the gossip might suggest. He revealed that he had heard from insiders in the football world that Newcastle will do everything in their power to keep Isak regardless of how many millions are offered. And here's the key detail: their decision has nothing to do with whether or not the club qualifies for the Champions League. Even if Newcastle miss out, the striker won't be sold. The strongest piece of information so far comes straight from the very top of the club's hierarchy. Yasir Al-Rumayyan, Newcastle's chairman and one of the most influential figures behind the club's sporting project, reportedly instructed the board to reject any and all offers for Alexander Isak after the Carabao Cup victory. That's right, the message was loud and clear. Isak is not for sale. The club's goal is to build a competitive side around the Swede, making him the cornerstone of an ambitious future. This stance echoes what Kay compared to the Harry Kane situation at Spurs, where the club shielded their star man at all costs. And it doesn't stop there. Everything indicates that Newcastle have already begun planning to strengthen the squad around Isak, including reinforcements in midfield and on the wings, to further boost his performance. In other words, if anyone was hoping to see Isak leave this summer, they're in for a disappointment. The transfer window is sure to be a wild ride, but from the looks of it, Alexander Isak's name will continue to be proudly announced at St. James's Park. As we mentioned, this story comes from Steve Kay, a well-respected voice when it comes to Liverpool and Premier League market movements. So, Toonami, what do you make of this firm stance from the board? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We're always bringing you the hottest updates, and your subscription motivates us to keep doing what we do. Plus, with you on board, our team grows right alongside Newcastle's, so don't wait. The subscribe button's just below. One thing is becoming crystal clear: Newcastle are no longer content with being a supporting act in the Premier League. Keeping Isak is a bold sign of ambition, not just to compete, but to win. With smart investments, new signings, and a big club mentality taking hold, the future looks seriously bright for the Magpies. Now it's a matter of watching what comes next and seeing how Eddie Howe turns this vision into reality. Stay tuned right here on the channel so you don't miss a thing. And of course, if you want to be part of this new era at Newcastle, it's more than just cheering from the sidelines. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Here you'll always get the hottest news, told straight, no fluff, and always backed by reliable sources. Catch you in the next video.